Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I made my little clear shaker pouch. I did show you guys this in a recent video, and a lot of you guys wanted to know how I made it and using my fuse tool and my little tips as far as what I recommend for your fuse tool. So there's no sewing involved, so if you have a fuse tool, this is super easy. All you need is some page protectors. And like I mentioned in my video when I shared this one, you want to make sure it's good quality ones. In my experience, the cheapy ones are not good and they are very flimsy. So I have some 5x7 paper or page protectors that I got from Walmart, and this is what I'm going to be sharing how I made this. This is a smaller version, as you guys can see. Super cute. And yeah, so I'm going to show you guys how to make this. So if you have a 5x7 sheet, go ahead and try to use that. And if you don't, if you have a bigger one, then you would pretty much follow the same steps, except it's just going to be bigger in size. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I recommend, so this is my fuse tool by We Are Memory Keepers. Before you plug it in, of course, you want to make sure that the tool attachment is on tight. So you want to make sure it's not loose, because if it's loose, then it might come out and it just doesn't work as well. So you want to make sure that's secure. Another thing that I recommend is you leaving this on for a good 15 minutes. I always say when I can smell the heat, that's when it's ready. You can tell it's pretty nasty because I do use it, but yeah, it works really well, and they work better when they are in a nice hot temperature. So we're going to go ahead and get started in making that little clear pocket. So here is the little sheet here, and I had gotten these at Walmart, if I didn't mention, but you can get them at Walmart, Target, Staples, wherever, you know, type store you want to get them at. And I'm going to cut the binder hole part off because we do not need that. So we're going to go ahead and just cut that off. And sorry about the glare, because I know we are working with plastic, so we might have a glare. Okay, so here is the sheet, and you want to decide where you're going to want to fold it or how big you want the pocket. And I usually like mine probably about, what is it, about 3 inches, 2.5 inches, about 3 inches from the bottom going to the top. But the first thing we got to do is we got to add the sequence, the fun part, right? All right. Then another tip I also recommend, I forgot to mention, is you have to use some type of mat or something on the bottom of your workspace, because if you just do it, like if I was just to do this on the desk, it would not work properly. You want to have some other type of base, because it helps also with the roller. So we're going to go ahead and add some of this confetti, not too much, or not confetti, sequence mix. Actually, I don't have much of that left. So we're going to go ahead and use it all. And then we're going to use some of this paper confetti that I got from Walmart during Easter time last year. And this star one that I got from AliExpress. This little mixture. Okay, so you're going to make sure you get that all to the bottom as much as you can. Some of this stays on top, that's okay. And now we're going to fold it to where you want it. Like I said, I like mine about there. I'm going to fold that plastic as much as we can. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fuse that base, or the bottom edge. You can use the little ruler that comes with the fuse tool, or you can use any ruler that you have. Actually, I'd rather use my clear one because we're working with clear and I can't see. So, okay. It's always hard to do these things on camera. Okay, that looks about right. So I like to use my fuse tool and work it towards me. And slow, but not too slow. Just a nice glide. And I go like once, or no, I go like 2 times. You could go back with it if you want. All right. And when you hear that little stick, that's always a good sign, but we'll see. Okay, so it definitely made, I'm going to go back. Now I go back. I always like to do the back side as well, just to make sure it's done good. Now this is going, you know, on top of like double layered of plastic, so this part sometimes doesn't stick as well. I don't even know if I'm on frame. No, I wasn't on frame on the bottom, but again, just going towards yourself. And if the bottom is not perfect, you can always add trim. So I have that little bottom there fused. And now I'm going to try to get my confetti to the side so I can do that side together. And there's already like a little border for you to follow. And so I'm going again towards myself. And then I'm going to do the opposite side. And this, I'm just going to do freehand, slowly. Okay. There we go. That pocket's nice and secure. And we're going to do the other side. I'm going to go ahead and work on the back. Okay. Oh, we still have a little bit right there. Again, like I said, we're working with a double layered of plastic, so it might need a few more times. Let's see. Yes. Perfect. All right. So we have the pocket there. Now we're going to add more confetti to the top or the back of this. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit more. So more of the paper kind. And more of the stars. And then I'm going to add, I have a little bit more of that other mix, which is good. Okay, perfect. Okay. Get that all in there, shaky shake. Then we're going to fuse the top to seal that all in there. Again, you want to leave a little bit of an edge. Okay. And do the back side. Alright, I'll make sure that's nice and secure. Perfect. So then, in order to have this confetti stay to the top, I like to shake some to the top here, and then I'm going to do another little fuse line through here. So obviously we don't want to fuse the pocket to the base. We want to leave that open, but we want to leave another line here so we can have some shaker bits showing through the top area. So I'm going to go ahead and go that towards me again. And you can see it's not going through, and then there's still some in the back area. And there you go, guys. That is how you make it. Now, you do want to clean up the edges if you need to, but you do want to leave a little bit of a border just so you're not so close to the fuse line, because that could tear if you go too close to it. You can add some trim, pom-pom trim. You can add embellishments. I wouldn't use hot glue on this, but I would definitely recommend like double-sided tape or foam tape. You can do all kinds of things, and here's just an example. You can stick like embellishments, a mini wand, any type of thing you want to do. Paper clips, you can jazz it up however you'd like, but it was super easy and super fun, and I just love the colors. It makes me happy. So I hope this helped you guys out as far as watching me use my fuse tool. If you do have one, if you don't have one, I highly recommend it, especially if you're not a sewer, and there's so many different things that you can do with the fuse tool as far as the same as a sewing. Of course, sewing looks is another little type of different look, but not all of us are that crafty with a sewing machine. I would love to be that way, but not yet. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.